Good day, YouTube. It is the 5th of July, 2023, and we're back at it with Carter Patterson Racing. You might recognize this door that we put a patch on, and we did some stuff, and it kind of got beat up again. So we're going to have a look at this, try to straighten it up, make it look presentable. That piece of angle got bent up again on the backside. Man, I don't know. We'll have to see what we can do with this. This is a sail panel on the rear. It is not supposed to have a bend in it like it does, so we'll try to straighten that out best we can, maybe fix that up a little bit. It does supposed to have an arch here, so, and that's probably okay. I think those rivets are okay in there. Not. And then this quarter panel is pounded. It is beat to a pulp. And we'll do this on the last. We'll see what we can do with it. I don't know. She's pretty rough. Alright, I'm gonna start off by cleaning them. I was kind of hoping he'd wash them first, because that's difficult for me actually, because we don't have water service here at the barn. So, but we'll get them clean and then we'll start working on them. And I'll try to do a little better about showing progress without taking so long. Here we go. All right, this is the first one. I got this thing pretty well beat out. I mean, you can't make them perfect. You can't really stretch the metal too much, or it just won't fit. So I'm gonna make a piece to put this back together. It's tore to here. So let me get a piece of aluminum. I'm gonna trace this out. We'll cut it. We'll rivet that on, we'll clean this piece up, and this will be done. Alright, we whipped this one out. We cut that little piece of aluminum, we got it riveted on. I beat these rivets flat in case it sandwiches to something else under there. It probably does. We touched up the white paint a little bit, just with some spray paint. And we're going to call this one ready to roll. On to the next. So this door is a mess. This is the one we just patched. We'll probably just take that patch off, put a longer patch on, or a full-length patch on, or something. We'll figure it out as we go. But that angle is just so beat. We didn't get it perfectly straight last time, but it's not straight. So I remember we put that relief cut in that so I could get that straight, but now it's bent over here. Dang. Well, I guess we better get to getting on this one now. I'll develop a plan and go forward. Alright, I got that piece of angle about as straight as it's gonna get. It's been bent so many times. It needs to be replaced, but I don't have any, so that's what we're going to do. And again, he needs to put this car back together. It's going racing day after tomorrow. So, yep. So we got to get a piece of metal cut. We're going to go all the way to here. Cover the nastiness. I don't know. Should we go all the way? I don't know. See what I got. And we'll get a piece cut for here. We'll get all this pop riveted back on and try and get this piece done, and maybe get those letters touched up. All right, he wants to leave, believe it or not, he wants to leave the tire burns on for numerous reasons. So that is what it is, but we're going to cover the holes. Here we go. All right, I got this all pop riveted back together. I just touched up this paint. A little spray paint. I gotta get some white. I gotta just a cruddy old can. So I'm gonna wipe this down, put some tape out, try and recreate those numbers. Last time I did that, I did it with paint pens. It was all I had. But I have a kit with sign painter's paint. The other downside is that paint takes a while to dry. As you can see, it's pitch black outside. I'm still rolling here, so let's just keep going. Let's see what we get. I'm gonna have to wipe this down with lacquer thinner and try and take that paint pen stuff off. I have maybe some acetone. We'll do that. It was certainly temporary, but we'll see if we can do a little better. I ordered up all of the colors that I was short, and they are here, so I have everything I need, except possibly the skills to do it. We're going to give it a shot. Here we go. All right, task is complete. So we got those touched up, and again, using sign painter's paint. A little pro tip: pop a hole in it, use a screw to close it, and you can just take the screw out, tip it over, and I use these little paper cups. You just get them on Amazon, and it only takes a few drops, right, to do this stuff. You can just tip the can over and then just, you know, squeeze the can a little bit, put a few drops in there. Use mineral spirits to clean your brush, like so. Buy decent brushes, nice long, does pretty good, does better, I mean, makes it look pretty good. Okay, I don't know how late it is, but it's late. I'm tired, so I'm gonna go by their shop. If they're still up, I'll come back and get these. If not, I'll let this dry, deliver in the morning. But for that, guys, we'll catch you guys tomorrow. We got a nasty one to work on. All right, guys, it's the next morning, and this is what we got to deal with today. This thing has been beat so many times and been beat out. The metal is stretched, it's broken, it is a mess. I drove by Carter's shop and I didn't see him out this morning, but he was, I think I dropped those panels off at like 10:45 last night, and he was still working on the car. So I went out and I bought this big block of aluminum. It's a 5-pound solid block of aluminum that I want to use to push this metal flat again with the 20-ton press. $15 for a 5-pound block of aluminum, but I think that's the right tool. If you beat on this, you're just going to continue to stretch the metal. If we push it straight, I think it will do less stretch. So he specifically wanted to save the tire burns, and for aesthetic and whatever reasons, but man, I'd like to clean this up a little better than that. So we'll see. You get what he gets, right? Right. Let's see if we can pull some of this stuff flat again. It's nice, it's aluminum, it's easy enough to work with. I don't know if we're gonna probably make a bunch of patches or something. It's gonna be a mess. But anyway, I'm anxious to try this block on the press and see how flat we can get some of this, especially as we get over here. What a mess. Wish I had something like really big, but you know, we have what we have to work with, so let's do that. All right, let's give her a shot. All right, I've been playing with this thing in the press. Unfortunately, it's just a few inches wide to go all the way in, so I'm gonna have to play with this a little bit. But anyway, I've done 2 squishes on this really wrinkly part, and got it kind of squared around a little bit. So we can work on this corner here now, which is pretty wrinkly, right? So see if we can get that thing fit in there. Here we're gonna put the squeeze on it. Got a little bit of spring back, which was, I guess, expected. I'm just using my T-cart to support the other side. And get that in there about right there. Try that one again. Right there in the middle. See how deep we can get in here. Okay, we're creeping up on it. Now then. Sorry, I bumped you. As far in as I'm going to get this piece. What do you think of the process there? Let's do one more, then I'll fiddle with this off camera. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing this and I'll come back when I've done everything I can reach with the press. Guys, that's as good as I can reach with the press. So we're gonna have to go to a table and hammer and boards and such to get the rest, and then we'll figure out what kind of patch and how much touch-up we're going to do on this thing. She's getting pretty raggy. Alright, let's take it in the other room. Okay guys, time for pounding. I got a 2x6 under here we're beating against. Flatness. Going for flatness. Oh, my board. Alright. Wow, this is a mess. Rotate. That's gone. We're gonna have to turn this sideways. We're gonna make any progress. And we're gonna have to cut off that strip on the back. Is in the way. There. There. Well, guess we should contemplate what kind of patch we should make there that covers the big hole, because it's a big hole. All right, I'll think about this, see what I got. Alright guys, I got all the patches put in. I use smaller rivets and then I beat them flat. They'll hold better and they don't take up space when this thing gets bolted on. You can't worry too much about the tin canning, especially on these edges, because they're bolting to structure. That'll get them straight. So I put this big patch in here over that big tear. I put this one in behind. That'll allow them to reuse some of these holes. And I've run it clear up to here. So covered this and this. I'm gonna run and get some Krylon white paint. I'm restricted to not take out all of the tire burns. So we're gonna patch and just kind of lightly touch up some areas, and I'm gonna get Krylon because it dries really fast, and I can get this back. Use Rust-Oleum, which I love to use. It takes a long time to dry, so I'm gonna go get some, and we'll get this thing buttoned up, return it, put it on the car, go racing tomorrow. Here we go. All right, I ended up getting Rust-Oleum. They just didn't have gloss white in Krylon. They had some other brand I never heard of, but I don't know. I'm going with what I know. So we're gonna touch this baby up, avoiding the tire burns for the most part. Great. It's a really warm day today, so this will dry. It'll be fine. Man. Really wish I could, I'm allowed to do a little more, but I'm not. I'm gonna do a little masking off on that decal though. All right. Oh, I want to do more, I really do, but that's what they want. That's what they get. All right. I guess that's gonna do it for this week anyway. He's got racing tomorrow and Saturday at least that I know about, and we'll get this out in the sun, get it drying quickly, and return it so they can put it on. All right guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate the comments. As you know, I answer comments every morning. Sit down at breakfast, eat breakfast, answer comments. So if you got any comments on this or other projects, or just want to tell me what you're working on, we'll catch you in the morning. Thumbs up on the way out the door. We'll see you on the next video.